Right guys, here we are and we're in the Strand Hotel in Ballyliffin. I'm delighted to say that I'm here, I'm Mary Shani and I'm representing the Power Dreams production for Irish Web TV. Of course, currently in Ireland and going across the nation's media and across the world, we have Paddy Diver because he is fronting a major campaign here in Donegal. It's about Mica. Now, if you don't know what that's about, you really need to go Google because it is trending on Twitter as we speak. Apart from anything else, he's the voice of the people in a nation that have been staying silent for quite a while. It's 10 years of a lot of heartache, and what's been happening now is it's become a humanitarian crisis. It's become a mental health crisis, but apart from anything else, it's not about bricks and mortar anymore. This is about the people of Ireland. So joining me here today is Paddy Diver. Thanks so much. Great to talk to you. A lot of people around the world will probably want to know what the hell is going on in Ireland, and I think we need to kind of bring them up to spec with what has been happening. Because people bought homes, they had dreams, they started off thinking, well, I'm going to somewhere, get responsible people who will build my home. That's not what's happened here in Donegal.
Listen, it's completely another heartbreaking. That's what's going on. There's families' lives over here just completely devastated. The tragedies going on. People's mental health are an all-time low because the houses are crumbling. They're literally crumbling because of the government, and they didn't do regulatory inquiries and stuff like that. So whenever they started cutting corners, now we've ended up with bad blocks. It's called a leading block. And the block, when they crack and the water gets into it and they get a bad water, then it can't be repaired. It's unrepairable. It's like Mica, must have been Mica you call it. And it's like a disease that can't be cured. And it just eats away at the blocks and it just turns into a weedy bag.
Yeah. How did you get involved? Like, what was it that inspired you to start taking this on? Because you've become a voice for Ireland, because it's been going on for 10 years, but you made a decision yourself, and what was it that made you say, right, I'm going to make a difference here?
Because nothing was happening. I was on the meetings away to start when Dermot English and all landed up 6 years previous, and we done whenever they landed up, I was there in that, and I was with the crowd, but I wasn't on the meetings, and I was going nowhere, and I just don't know. I just decided that the people is the only way it's going to do this here, and we need to pull them together because this. Writing down letters and email back and forth and all the rest was going nowhere. So the only way to do it was turn people power. And when we got Donegal United, we wanted to unite Ireland and bring Dublin onto it and bring Mayo onto it and let the whole of Ireland know what was going on, because they wouldn't let, the RT wouldn't let it outside, or the government wouldn't let it outside Donegal. So we had to get it outside Donegal and let America know and Australia know and get their support. And now the media attention it's gone to a different level.
Yeah.
But there's one thing we're missing. Like, if I was famous and I had a voice, I would use it. Like Stephen Kelly, the Ireland manager, has come out and backed 100% retest. Jim McGuinness has come out and backed 100% retest. And these millionaires, it's all well to be millionaires and all the rest and be famous. What good's it if you turn and say, no, I can't get involved in that? Like, this has nothing to do with climate change. This is family homes in Ireland. And any Irishman, going from Roy Keane to Liam Neeson to anybody that's out there who's got a voice, needs to come out and shout for 100% redress for family homes.
Yeah.
If you'd asked me one thing, what I want now, we've got the campaign going, we've got media and fair play to America and Australia have sent over donations, and it's been unreal, and we've everything else done. But the power of people's voices, that's what we need. Somebody up there to make a stand and stand with us, because Daniel Donald's in there and he's set up with us, and there's a lot of famous people, but there's not enough. We need more. If I'd ask for some, that's what I would want, more people to stand up and have their voice counted.
You've changed your campaign more towards actually highlighting the stress this is causing on people, because this has been a major player now. It's not just about the houses where people moved in and they built a building and now it's cracks. It's cracks in the people themselves that are shown.
That's just totally heartbreaking. I know the campaign is going more towards mental health, is because I've realised there's more that's going on, and I've been chatting about, like, I've been talking to all these pensioners and grannies and single mothers, and I've been out in the shade on my own, and I come up to the house and I'm crying at their stories, the tears in my eyes. Like, I've had all these pensioners telling me they wish they were dead, telling me that they asked the government for emergency accommodation and they turned them down. And I look at this government and I just think, how could a government be a power? Like, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, if you vote for a party, you vote for them to look after people. And if they don't look after people, they shouldn't be a power, because you have to look after your country. And for 10 years they've kept that. This is not as if it's a new thing this year. This has been on for 10 years. And they've left it to a stage that the roof is ready to collapse completely and on top of people. Well, people are not looking forward to Christmas because they fear this Christmas could be their last. And they're loving. And my house is the same. Only I don't buy the slabs. There's a good chance my roof won't come down for maybe 3 years. But I hear the cracks at night. And my young girl is 8 years of age, won't even sleep in her own room. We have to move her single bed into our room because she feels that at least we can protect her. There's families out there that I've met in the supermarkets that go out for their messages. And they talk to me and they're just crying in the middle of the street. It's totally heartbreaking what's going on up here that this government have left us. Like, there's things I don't want to say on camera because there's some people not fit to hear it. But like, we've had suicides. We've had attempted suicides. There's a whole lot of more stuff that I'm not even going to get into because some people's not fit to hear it, but this government knows it. I know people that's sent the government a letter, and I mean it's a horrific letter from the heart, and she didn't even reply to the letter. And she more or less told it the way it was going to be, and they don't reply. So the way I see the government is, and I will, for one, drum it onto my children and anybody else, no more voting for Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. And I'm not into politics, I have no campaign about nobody, but if a party is on for 100 years and they just go Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael. And we've seen as years they've chipped away at all the stuff. And if they can't look after Irish citizens, they waste 46 billion in the banks. Give the bondholders and investors all the money back. They didn't have to, no other country did. Just give it back to them. There's £1 billion missing in the children's hospital. Not a word about it. They changed the legislation so it's still got paying. But when the Irish citizens are on their knees, crying out for help, their houses are falling down because of the government, let no mistake here, that's not the homeowner's fault. Not one iota of a homeowner's fault. They won't do a public inquiry because whenever they do it, the only way it's headed is them. That's where they'll go. That's why they won't do it. What country in the world won't do a public inquiry over something that cost $2 billion, and they don't want to know what happened? So of course, no reason they don't want to know because they know it's their fault. They didn't do the regulations, and we're the people that suffer. It's beyond belief what's going on. I will campaign. There's no Mica house in Donegal that owns a Mica house after what their children see. The children will never vote for Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, ever in their lifetimes again. If that's what their party is, they need an identity. Like Fianna Fáil over there, what's it say? The Republican Party, it says. What's Republican? What's more Republican than Irish family homes?
Yeah. What does it mean when they put something on the table and offer you a 90-10 split instead of the 100%?
An 80-10's no good. It's 100%. Go back to the stage. That's not the homeowner's fault. So why does the homeowner have to pay? Turn around and say, why does the taxpayers have to pay? The government made a mistake. Fix it. But the bottom line is, I could get, if it was a real, just say for instance, it was a real 90-10. Right, I could get the 30,000 and I could get my house fixed. So what does that mean? We accept the 90-10 and we just forget about the elderly. The people that are living on a state pension, that can't get no money from the banks, can't get no money from the credit union. So we just say, what message do we send out? Forget about the old age pensioners. Forget about a single mother. Just let them lie there and fear that their roof or house is going to fall on them at any time. That's not the way this campaign's been led from the start, and it's not going to end like that. It's 100% and nothing less. That's the way this is going. There's nobody going to be left behind here.
Okay, so talk to me about this proposal that you submitted as well as part of the working group. How and when will you get an answer on that one? Because I know you went to Steve Russell and you had conversations with Darrell Breen as well. So
yeah, well, Darrell Breen has told us that we'll have an answer at the end of September. We just hope he's a man of his word.
Okay. Well, the bottom line is you were looking for the 100%. What would that mean for you and for the community people that you are now representing?
They can just get their legs back. That's all they want. They don't want compensation. They don't want to revamp their house. They just want their house back and their life back and move on from this torture and this tragedy that is chipping away at their soul for the last 10 years. and finally people can get on with their lives. Children can go to school without marching around saying 100% redress. They can get their lives back. All these pensions, grants, everybody deserves their lives back. I expect if we get 100%, there should be street parties in the towns, a freaking festival. People just throw their hats up in the air and thank God this nightmare's over.
Yeah. And a final question as well. If you want to look into that camera there to the diaspora and the Irish around the world right now, what would you say to them? Please
use any influence you can to help us here. And look into Mica and look on what's going on. Because if I was famous, I would need a voice and get somebody to come out and shout out that these people need 100% redress. Even anybody that's going to contact you as high as you can, Joe Biden in America, as the president of America, he's Irish roots. He's from Mayo, it's happy in Mayo, somebody like that. Get somebody like that to lift the phone and say something. If you know of anybody, if you've any contacts with Roy Keane, Robbie Keane, any of the superstars, celebrities, get them to voice their opinion. Hey, we need help. This campaign is not won by a long shot. We still need help. And if you can think of anything that's going to help us, please lift the phone. My number is 083 899 8957. WhatsApp, ring me anytime or any plan you can come up with, please do it.